Pull the plug on a guy that was just in the MVP conversation.
Yeah.
So
that's what I said, because he did it again.
So should Buffalo pull the plug?
Okay, what's your priority
Should Buffalo
here?
pull the plug on Josh Allen?
What's your goal?
Should Buffalo pull the plug on Josh Allen?
Yeah, super smart Cowboys fans that want to move on from an all-pro quarterback with absolutely no viable explanation for how they're going to actually replace said quarterback. Should Buffalo move on from Josh Allen? At what point do the Chargers move on from Justin Herbert? How long do the Jaguars give Trevor Lawrence before it's time for them to move on from him? I want y'all to just pay attention, because while this clip is cute, it's actually an ominous indication of something much more devastating for old Skippy boy.
Don't throw your hands up. Give me an answer.
I know, but we're not talking about Josh Allen.
I'm talking about a quarterback. Should they pull the plug?
I'll take Josh Allen over Dak Prescott.
That's not what I asked you.
I'll take it. No, they should not, because I'll take him.
They should not.
Do you think Buffalo would trade Josh for Dak?
It's a simple question.
No, I'm turning it back on you.
See, this is one of the problems with Skip Bayless and his format. People are getting tired of folks just getting on national television, yelling at the top of their lungs with absolutely no evidence behind the points that they're making. They're just saying stuff that they think or believe, or that they think will get a rise out of people. And folks are starting to wisen up to that a little bit because of the availability of information.
Stop for me for 1 second. You said no. They shouldn't, right?
Yeah.
But the Dallas Cowboys...
he's better than Dak Prescott. So why would you pull the plug on him?
You're leading the league since you've been in the league in total turnovers, but he's better than Dak Prescott.
Yeah, he is. He's just more talented than Dak Prescott.
I'm telling y'all, I'm not even going to sit here and point out how ridiculous those more talented takes are, because playing quarterback in the National Football League ain't about who can run the fastest or who throws the ball the hardest. It's about processing information up here more than anything else, bro. But again, that's not even the point of this particular video and why I'm showing you this clip. Skip Bayless is grasping for his last bit of rope. He's grasping for straws and he's gasping for air. And his co-hosts have seen the writing on the wall. There's a reason that Skip is handled differently on his show than we have seen in years past. In years past, it almost seems like people that came on that show had to have a sense of reverence or like this unfounded respect for Skip Bayless. But as of late, you're starting to see people show their frustrations with Skip Bayless. You're starting to see people kind of show him to be the clown that he actually is, more so than anything else. Now, I'm gonna let y'all finish this clip, but I'm about to show y'all we probably won't be dealing with old Skippy boy pretty damn soon.
Okay.
And he played pretty well against Patrick
What the hell
Mahomes.
has
I thought
he
he
won?
outplayed Patrick
What the
Mahomes
hell
today.
has he won?
Nothing.
Okay, the two
Who's better?
quarterbacks.
Who's better, Josh Allen or Dak Prescott?
I think they're about the same to me.
They are not the same. For real.
Why? Because Josh Allen runs the football a little bit better?
A lot better.
A lot better. You can say a lot, I say a little. Dak Prescott does not turn the football over nowhere near the rate that Josh Allen does.
He did lead the league in interceptions.
He led the league in interceptions that 1 year. Prior to that, no. Post that, no. Don't do this, Skip. You got a quarterback that you talking about they should get rid of and move on from, but you ain't giving me no answers to the replacement.
Now look, this video isn't going to be about me defending Dak Prescott. It's more so a celebratory video because we as Cowboys fans won't have to deal with this scourge poisoning our community much longer. We won't have to deal with him being the figurehead of these baseless arguments that he consistently marches out on national television and screeches from the mountaintops with no substantial evidence to back up any of the things that he's saying, and a lot of it just mainly being based off of how he feels about whatever player he's discussing, regardless of what their productivity is, regardless of what the actual facts show, regardless of what actual good talking points are brought up to him. He doesn't actually engage with a meaningful dialogue, giving you an inspiring soliloquy as to why what he's saying is proper. He wants to shrug his shoulders, throw his arms up, insult his co-host, and just flat out ignore or over-talk anyone that has an opposing argument from him. And now it's starting to catch up with him. People have figured it out. He doesn't have any substance to offer. That is starting to reflect with his viewership numbers. And what that's going to do is affect his upcoming contract. Maybe he's having negotiations, maybe he's not, because I don't think the FS1 is too happy with his productivity so far. So taking a look at this, FS1 Undisputed hits pathetic new viewership low FS1 Undisputed is sinking to new viewership lows, and the gap with First Take continues to grow. This isn't even about First Take. We're about to actually talk about cold hard cash and dollar amounts and why them re-signing Skip Bayless legitimately makes absolutely no sense. Per Sports Media Watch, the show averaged a record low 50,000 viewers for its Tuesday, February 27th edition. That is terrible. Remember, this viewership is just TV numbers, okay? So obviously they could be doing a lot better on their YouTube channel, but here's the kicker with that. For them to have content to post to their YouTube channel, this show has to still be being produced and put out by FS1, by Fox Sports, right? Fox Sports is not going to want to re-sign a guy that's only bringing in an average of 50,000 viewers when comparable shows on competing programs or competing networks are averaging literally 10 times more than that in many occasions. Legitimately 10 times more than that. Even the week after the Super Bowl, they only had 78,000 viewers, which was a 7-to-1 gap with ESPN's First Take. Here's the issue, guys. All of that sounds pretty damn bad, and if you really don't understand the numbers and the metrics, I'm just gonna go ahead and paint this picture for you and simplify it for you, right? What's one of the reasons the Super Bowl is such a big deal? The commercials that you're gonna see, the advertisers that are gonna spend tons of money producing these highfalutin commercials, and then they're gonna spend even more money having to place those commercials so they can be run during the Super Bowl, because they know for a fact during the Super Bowl there's going to be probably the peak amount of viewership that you're going to have for any one event in the United States, for sure, bar none, which means their product is going to get seen by millions and millions of people, which means they have a chance to market and sell their product to millions and millions of people. This is how major US networks make profit from TV shows. I want to simplify this and break it down to you as much as possible. The TV networks generate income, so the networks make money. So FS1, the way that FS1 is making money off of Undisputed is if Undisputed is having tons of people watching, which is going to make Undisputed a more attractive advertising slot for advertisers. When you see a show get to the point where Undisputed is, where it's at a record low in viewership, and it's only going to get lower, guys. It's not going to get better. People are not going to magically just regain interest in Skip Bayless. It's going to get worse and worse. So when you have a show like Undisputed that only has 50,000 people watching it at any given moment, right? And then you have other shows that are on at the same time on other TV networks, and those shows may have 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, hell, First Take 500,000 to 600,000. Where are all the advertisers, the best advertisers that's willing to pay the most money? Where are they all going to want to have their commercials and their products marketed at? Where are they going to pay the most, the premium, to make sure that their product is marketed on this network around this time block? Because I know a lot of people are watching it. They're going to go to the places that has the most viewership, which means that FS1 is losing money in real time with Skip Bayless and his show Undisputed. If his show is the lowest performing show on that network, which it is, outside of things like the Carton show or something like that, but it's the lowest performing show on the network. It's the lowest performing show in that time block across networks, which means it needs to be axed. It needs to be moved out so they can put another show in that time slot that's going to make that time slot valuable again. Undisputed is devaluing Fox's 8:30 to 10 or 11 o'clock, whatever it is, time slot as far as marketing purposes, because of the viewership that is drawing in. People are not going to be paying a premium for that. And when that happens is when you see these companies not re-sign guys that are on the end of their deals. Skip Bayless signed a 4-year contract worth $32 million altogether for Fox in early 2021. So Skip Bayless, as you're continuously pocket watching and wondering about when Dak Prescott, if the Cowboys should pay Dak Prescott, if it's time for them to move on, I asked a similar question. Fox, is it time for you to move on from Skip Bayless? Because it's not like Skip Bayless has provided 3 straight seasons of 12-win seasons. He hasn't outperformed any of the competition. He's a replacement level player talking like a franchise guy. And all the numbers show, Skip Bayless, your days are numbered. You have 1 year left on your contract. It expires in 2025. By these numbers, I 100% suspect we will not be seeing Skip Bayless on FS1, on Undisputed after 2025. That is the reason he made a YouTube channel, a podcast, a show, the Skip Bayless Show, that is averaging less viewership by a large margin, than even someone like myself. Skip Bayless has videos where he has 1,000 views, 600 views, 1.6K views, 1.7K views, 3.8, 2.7, 1,000. No one actually wants to hear from Skip Bayless. So, Fox doesn't have a reason to keep Skip Bayless. And just to kind of accent just how pitiful his channel is, here's my channel views, guys. And I'm just a guy who's never been on Fox or major network. 13K, 19, 16, 8.7, 6.7, 7.9, 10, 22, 10, 12, 10, 16, 11, 18, 20, 20, 19, 23, 14, 49, 15. Skip Bayless has lost all value. He's cooked. He's done. It's over. When that contract is up, FS1 has no reason, no incentive to give you millions of dollars when your own platform has demonstrated that you yourself can't generate that on your own. You don't have a following anymore. You don't have anyone that cares about anything that you have to say. Bye-bye.
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still them boy? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still them boys. Hey! Woo! Hey! I'm still them boys.